Hey aunties, I'm going to be demonstrating in detail how I take care of my box braids, ranging from how I wash and all the products I use and everything in between. So don't forget to subscribe to your girl.
Holy fire, holy water, holy money, only money, only money, only money. We are woody fire, woody thunder, only money, only money, only money.
If you'd like to, you can moisturize and seal just like how you normally do when your hair's out. But for me, I would do it every other day or maybe like 2 days in between. And I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you three different brands that I use when I have braids in. I'm just showing you three because I want you guys to have variety, and you can pick the ones you like, and I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of each. So first up is this African Pride Olive Miracle Braid Spray Sheen. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. It's so affordable. It smells so good. The way it sprays, it like mist, it just goes which I absolutely love. Like, it makes it so much easier to distribute, and it's lightweight. It's amazing. It's so amazing. Did I mention that it's affordable? It's very cheap. And it does the work. It really does the work. So I'm going to show you how I use it. I always split my hair in half, and then I split it into 4, and then I take a small section like this, shake it up, and then I start. You just want to estimate how long your hair will be in braids. If you have short hair and you know it's going to be here, start from there. But I spray from here. I love this one because it doesn't have mineral oil, and quite a lot of them have mineral oil, and you don't want that. So I love using this braid spray, and then I follow it up with their oil. I follow it up with their growth oil from the same line. The oil smells amazing. The oil smells so good, and it's obviously not 100% olive oil, but it's got a mixture of other oils, which is really cool. It's got some coconut oil, it's got some grapeseed oil, soybean, avocado oil. It's got a lot of different oils, which are really nice. The only thing that I don't like about this bottle is how it looks like. You open it like this. You have to open the cap like this, so you can't apply directly to your scalp. My mom likes to do that. Like, she'll put it like this, and you can't put it directly on your scalp like this. You know, you'll end up using too much and wasting product. So you have to apply it in your hand, a few drops, and then from there you take it and then apply it to your scalp first. Work it in there and just massage any residue. You then seal in the braid spray that you had put in. Seal in, rub it in, and then I like to go all the way down and work it to my ends. That way the ends of your braids don't frizz up or mat, and you don't want that. Like, it ends up looking really nasty. So that's what I do with these products. Okay, and next up is the Afro Botanics hair juice. I really love this hair juice by the Black Pearl collection. It's really nice. The hair juice comes out very thick. It comes out very thick. It's not a mist kind of spray. It's like a type of spray instead of you know what I mean? Like, it's a spritz. Yes, that's the word. It's a spritz. It's not a mist. So you have to really work in the product. If you like thick hairsprays, then this one is for you. I prefer the hair oil. They have a hair oil which is really cute. I really like this hair oil. It's very like portable. You can take it anywhere you want to go, and it also comes out as a spritz, so it's very direct onto your scalp, and then you just rub it in. Another reason why I really like this spritz is it's quite thick. It's not too runny, too watery. It's like the thickness is perfect. I really love that, and it's a mixture of oils that I really like. It's got avocado oil, baobab, coconut, marula, and shea butter. So if you like those kind of oils, this one is for you. The last one is the Dark and Lovely. The Dark and Lovely Wash Free Braid Refresher. So when I first came across this, I thought this was like a dry shampoo. I thought this was a dry shampoo, but in spritz form. Like, if you don't want to wash your hair, you just put this directly on your scalp and your scalp will be clean. I thought it was like that, but the effects that it gives me is like a lot of moisture. It gives me a lot of moisture. It gives me a lot of slip. I really like to use the combination of these two to detangle my hair as well as moisturize my hair. Like, my hair really likes these products. So this for me just works like any other oil. It doesn't necessarily work as an anti-itch. It's very okay, let me look for another section somewhere. It also comes out quite thick. I love that it's got an applicator at the top. Applicators are so important when you have braids in, because sometimes your nails can just like pull and tug on your hair and it's very uncomfortable. But this, like, it makes it easier to be direct in terms of where you want to place the anti-itch, where you want to place the product. So both of these products mainly contain jojoba, is it jojoba? Jojoba oil and peppermint oil. I love that they have peppermint oil. Peppermint is one of my favorite essential oils. It gives you that tingling sensation. If you like that tingling sensation, then this is the product for you. It's anti-itch. It's not a very anti-itch relieving kind of product. The tingling is quite aggressive for me, and I use peppermint oil, so I really know what an authentic peppermint feels like. But this can go on for quite a while, and you find yourself, well, I find myself itching and scratching, and I don't want to do that. However, I do find the products to be very moisturizing. Like, this Au Natural range is the bomb.com. Combination of the LCO method as well as the GHE as an alternative to deep conditioning. I mean, I used to deep condition my hair whilst in braids, but I kind of think that's kind of pointless. So using greenhouse effect method and using the lock method gives me that like boost of moisture that I know my hair is craving for. So I use the Afro Botanics growth cream. It's yeah, it's a super hair growth kind of cream. It's very thick. It's very thick. After I would put in these two, after I'd use these two, I would just follow it up like this to make sure that moisture is really locked in. just like that. Okay, and also the African Pride also has this, and the consistency is quite runny, a little bit, just a little bit runny. Okay, and then I also seal in the moisture like that, and then when I'm done, so I just tie up my hair like any way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, that's good enough. In my plastic bag, safe. I'll get my plastic bag, and then I'll get my satin bonnet. Okay, so I'll get my satin bonnet and I will fall asleep like this. I'll go right to bed. I'll literally sleep with a plastic bag on my head, because that in itself will increase the moisture, and I use my body heat to like create a steam effect in my hair, so that, you know, my hair is like moisturized. And then when I wake up in the morning, literally the braids will be like a little bit damp, not like dripping wet obviously, but the braids will be damp. And I love when my braids are damp. I actually really love when my braids are damp, because that way I know that there's moisture being retained in my hair, so when I do take down the braids, I don't lose out on hair. You don't ever want to lose out on hair. Like, it's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking when you've had a protective style in for so long and then no length retention. So pointless. So yeah, there's that. And then night is I sleep with my satin bonnet. Make sure I sleep with my satin bonnet, because it's difficult to sleep with braids on. You turn, they also turn with you, you know, you lie on them, they're stuck on your back, and you don't want that. So you always want to protect the hair underneath your braids in a satin bonnet. Also, that way your braids last for a long time. Alright, so every 2 weeks I make sure that I shampoo my hair. I like to use this Tresemme shampoo because it actually has sulfates in it, and the thing is with braids, when you have them in for some time, they start to get these things that I like to call dust bunnies, which is just a combination of dirt, sweat, shed hair, and all that nasty stuff. So using something with sulfates will make sure that your hair is really clean, and you need to make sure that the shampoo is focused on your scalp only. When I'm done with that, I use the conditioner and only apply it to the length of the braids, not to my scalp, because conditioner will clog your scalp, and if you have a clogged scalp, your hair growth will don't handle in a rough manner, because if you do that, your hair starts to frizz, and you do not want frizz in braids. That's like the first indication of like, okay, these braids need to be taken out. And if you want to really stretch out your protective style, then you shouldn't be, you know, don't be forceful with your hair. I always like to go in a downward motion, pulling out the water, and then, you know, just wring like this. Make sure I wring it like this, and then the water will come out. And then if there's any excess water, I will just use my towel to absorb the water, and I'll just leave it like that. I'll even sleep with my towel if I have to, and that will absorb. Yes, I know your pillow can get soaked, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. You can change your pillows. So that's just the cost of having to sleep with your braids in, because they will not dry that day. They will dry maybe 2 days later. But we're at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching it so far, and if you liked it, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you've learned something. I really hope you've learned something, and I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay.